Thank you for joining me. I'm Jakki Gioia, and welcome to your journey into joy. Raising vibration is the basis for our journey into joy. And so we're going to be talking about all these things that could assist you on your path to discovering your truth, to getting deeper into yourself, and to being able to make better decisions for yourself, to exercise more self-love, and to be able to have a life that you have always dreamed about. So we're continuing our talk from our last episode of Inspiration Soup on the secret ingredient to getting what you want. And this episode is all about what are the things that make you feel good. So I'm going to share with you some things that I have found on my journey that can assist with that. And as we go along, you can see some things that you may know, some things you may not have heard of before. You'll be introduced to my line of essential oils, Divine Creations Aromatherapy, which got its name because we are all divine creations. We're all part of this earth and the heavens, and all of these ingredients in Divine Creations Aromatherapy come from the earth with the highest vibration on spiritually that we can get. By some of them have been channeled and blessed. So, and I do Reiki as well. So these oils are a great way to get in touch with your higher vibrations, and I'm going to give you a tour into those things. But before we get into the tools, I just want to talk to you about some of the things that you can do for yourself, because we all have our own accountability in this process. It is not anyone else's responsibility to make us feel good. It is our own. Now, other people's influences and preferences may challenge us sometimes. And this is where it's so important for you to know your truth, for you to know your boundaries, to know what is really good for you and what isn't, and have these tools that you can draw from when you need that extra boost if something is dragging you down. So, when we take time to listen to ourselves, instead of just pushing it aside and saying that, it's not really an issue, but yet our emotions are still telling us that there's something wrong. Those emotions can get trapped in our bodies, and our bodies are a reflection of our thoughts and emotions. So they say our issues are in our tissues, because they really are. I have had many experiences where I was receiving body work for pain that I had no knowledge of where it came from, and in that session a thought or a belief or a fear or a worry came to light, and in that session that pain cleared out. I talk about this some more in another video called Pain Relief Tips, so you can check that out if you're interested in learning more. But for today we're talking about other tools, and body work is definitely part of those tools. And what we need to do is realize that our experiences shape our vibration. Our thoughts and our emotions all affect where we are. So a negative thought can lead to a lower vibration, and the positive thoughts lead to higher. And the higher we go, the more chance we have of connecting to our divine guidance system, or if you believe in God or whatever higher power you believe in, it makes us more able to hear those messages to get us on track, to know that we are going in the right direction or the wrong direction, or maybe to think about things in a little different way than what we think is really going on, because our divine support system can really see the whole picture, what's happening in other people's lives as well, and what's going on in their minds. And when you get that guidance from them, then you can really apply it to the situation and know, okay, I can just relax here and everything's going to be fine. Or maybe I should take this action that can help the situation get better, because that little tweak might make all the difference. And it could just be in your perception of the situation, or maybe it's your attitude, or maybe it's about not doing, and you're used to doing all the time and giving so much, and maybe it is a situation where you need to step back and not give and just allow yourself to receive and learn what that feels like. So there's so many things that we learn in life. There's so many lessons, and these tools and tips are really going to help you to get through those with a lot more trust and faith. And yes, sometimes it is blind faith. So when we're talking about vibration, we're talking about doing things that make you feel good. So if it's a work that you love to do, being able to do that, and doing activities that you love to do, whether it be sports related or getting together with friends or going to work out, going for a hike in nature, whatever it is that energizes you, that lifts your spirits, that gives you that spark and that boost. Those are the things you want to add more of in your life. And if you're in a work situation where you're not happy and you just really feel like you can't get out of it right now, you're going to be able to draw on those good times that you're having and these positive vibration tools that we have for you to be able to get through those situations with more ease. And then when you discover that you have maybe a different perspective because you're feeling better within yourself, that situation might actually change for the better. So it's really always about our personal responsibility in our lives for making ourselves feel good. And you might find that wearing clothes makes you feel good, clothes that you like to wear. So for example, I'm wearing a shirt that reminds me of palm trees, even though it's bamboo trees. And I do love everything Chinese, and bamboo is noted for being from that region. But I have been thinking about going to someplace tropical. And so feeling the energy of that palm tree vibration is a good thing for me because it's making me feel more connected to things that I enjoy. Just like you would want to put decoration in your home and furniture and make your environment feel more positive and uplifting. You might feel like there's certain pillows maybe that you just really love and you like to snuggle up against, or a fuzzy blanket. Having these things around, just everything feeds your soul, every little bit. The foods that you eat, the supplements that you take, the water that you drink. And I say water because water is what helps us move everything through our bodies, which helps to bring in your vibration stronger, a higher vibration. So the more fluid, we are 70 to 80% all water in our bodies. So we have to keep replenishing that so that we can maintain who we truly are. What we're designed for is to be a vehicle of transmission, right? And so when you are feeling happier and joyful, you know that it feels like nothing can bring you down, right? And when you're feeling that good, it's like everything around you might not matter, right? It's just, let me just continue on this. And that feeling of being in love, if you've ever been in love, it's that high-flying feeling. And that's what we're looking for. And you may not realize it, but love is the highest vibration. So anytime you're in love or you have a loving relationship, those good vibrations, those good jujus are going to be coming back to you as well. So we just can continue refilling our cup so that we have more love to give out to others. Because that's the idea, right? We're all here to just kind of recycle all the good energy and do good for others, and it always ends up coming back to us in some way. As long as our intentions and our heart is in the right place, right? It's not for greed, and it's not for selfishness. It's not about what am I going to get out of this. If you have a unconditional love for other people, you are allowing that grace. You're allowing forgiveness. You're allowing patience and understanding. And you're allowing those things to come back to you. Kindness and comfort and nurturing and respect. These are all really important qualities, and we all need these in our lives at any stage, right? From infants to toddler to childhood, adolescence, maturity. We at every stage, we need that TLC. And yes, we need to give it to ourselves, but we also need to receive as well. So this is what our vibration is about, learning how to nurture it so it can come in and make you feel good and fill you up so that you have some out to give out. Now, when it comes to relationships and feeling like you're getting and you're giving, we also want to talk about our relationship with ourselves, because that is the most important of all. What are we giving to ourselves? What are we saying that's positive? How are we handling the stressors? And what are we doing every day? What are we saying to ourselves every day? Getting rid of any negative self-talk is a really important piece in keeping your vibration high. So we're going to get more into that in the month of February, because February is the month of love, and we are going to be having different segments on different pieces of self-love in that month. So let's get started and look at the different tools that we can use to help nurture our vibration. First, we have some ways of clearing any negative energies around you. And this would be dried white sage. And what we do with sage is we burn it and then blow out the flame so it creates smoke. This is an ancient Native American tradition, and you can get it in a bundle as well, or you can get the loose leaves. I happen to like the loose leaves better, and I put it in a ceramic container. Typically it would be housed in an abalone shell, and use a turkey feather or another kind of feather to brush the smoke over your body, and it really is a great cleansing for your spirit. You can really feel just like a lightness come over you. I do this in another episode in the Journey into Joy playlist, and it's on being empathic and clearing and protection techniques. So you can see this in action if you go to the clearing and protection video. And then another way is to use this spray. It's an Archangel Michael spray. Archangel Michael is the leader of God's army, and so when you spray this oil, you can feel the release of the negative things, and you feel more supercharged and protected and powerful. There is lavender and rose in this, and lavender brings positive energy into your field, and rose seals your aura. So this is like your armor. You're going into battle every day against any ill will or any other vibrations that you don't want connecting with you, and you can spray yourself with it. You can spray the room, and it's a wonderful tool to have around. Just a little spritz and you'll feel a big difference. This is a citrine, and this citrine crystal is helpful for transmuting any negative energy into positive. So you can have that in your environment, or you can wear it. And this is my piece, and it is a really powerful stone for releasing the negative energies and giving you energy. So it's really interesting because it'll just keep you going for hours and hours, and it's also known as the joy crystal. So it'll also keep you happy and positive. And I wear this whenever I do work with clients. when I have a long day in the kitchen, like the holidays, and we just have to, keep going, you'll find yourself just optimistic and just happy and productive. So it can keep you going. And then we have here, this is a selenite crystal. Celestite. I didn't say that right. This is a celestite crystal, and celestite helps you to connect to those energies in the higher vibration. For example, your angels and spirit guides, your higher self, your higher power. So holding this while you're meditating is a great way to relax you, because it does have a very calming effect, and when you're relaxed you're more able to make that connection. So this is a great tool for that. And there's so many crystals that you can work with, but this one really spoke to me, and that's the idea. You just have to go shop and see what calls to you, because at every stage we're needing a different tool. And so, for example, when I got started, I looked at the hematite, which is a stone for protecting you and getting rid of negative energies. And it worked for a little while as I had hematite rings, but they seemed to just break. And it is a fragile stone, but I just realized after the third one that it just wasn't the right stone for me. I didn't need it anymore. So that's kind of how these things work. If you suddenly lose your crystal, you may not need it anymore. And sometimes we get the feeling like, okay, it's time to pass this on to someone else. And you'll just know when it's the right person to give your stones to, because they'll have an issue and you'll say, you know what, I really feel like. And when you say, I feel like this, that's your intuition speaking. And that's the level that you want to be at, because that's how you know that you're really in alignment with your inner being, with your highest self, and in the highest good of all. So just as long as you can keep this flowing, you're going to be able to make some really magical things happen in your life. And this stone here is a rose quartz, and it's pink, and it's good for heart healing. So if you have any emotional traumas, I recommend that one. This is an amethyst, and it's a point. So this is another stone for helping you connect to your divine, to recognizing the benefit of the divine in your life, and it helps you overcome old habits. Then if you are ready, you can move on to a fluorite stone, which is also for raising intuition. This comes in green and purple and varieties of green and purple, and that is also a good stone to sit in meditation with. This here is an angel aura quartz, and I have it in a cage on a chain because it's really great to wear this close to your heart, and you'll feel the vibrations. The cage is great because you can put different stones in it when you want, and so that is another very powerful stone, an angel aura. And I also have here some essential oils of the angels. We've already met Archangel Michael. Here I have Archangel Ariel, who helps you to feel secure and safe, and that all your material needs are met, helps you to connect with your environment. And there are about 12 to 15 oils in this blend, and they're very strong at getting rid of negative energies and raising your vibration. So some of the oils in there are floral, some are very grounding, like vetiver, and chrysanthemum is in that, which is an oil for really going to those deep, dark, negative, fear-based places and clearing them out. And we also have Archangel Ezekiel. Ezekiel is for transformation. This has also oils in it that are great for getting rid of those negative thoughts and patterns, like yarrow. And then we have, and it's also uplifting, so you can really feel the energy and that there's a shift taking place when you're working with it. And then we have Uriel. Uriel is the fire of God. It's for wisdom and enlightenment. And Uriel also can be very energizing, as the oils in here are spicy. So there's nutmeg and ginger and vetiver and cinnamon and allspice. And what they do is they're grounding, but they're also opening to your third eye and your solar plexus chakra. So when you're working on that section, your self-esteem and your confidence comes up too. So you've got a lot of stuff going on with Uriel. You'll get the wisdom, and you'll feel better about yourself, and the grounding. Archangel Sandalphon helps you to usher your prayers to God. Also is a very grounding and playful energy. So if you feel like you're a little stuck and you need to move or play, you need to lighten up a little bit, call on Sandalphon. He's also the angel for music, so it'll give you maybe more of a connection to that part of your life. Maybe you need to have more music and joy in your life. Jophiel is for joy and also to appreciate the beauty around you and within yourself. This is more of a floral based scent as well, with grapefruit, so it's very uplifting. And Archangel Metatron is like more of an herbal kind of scent, but very grounding. Rosemary, vetiver, and also it has this absinthe oil in it, which was known to be like almost like a hallucinogenic years ago. But it's really just something that's going to help uplift you and help you to feel your own power, your connectedness to your divine support system. And it's very, again, like I said, it's very grounding, and like I said, it's very grounding. And so you'll feel kind of like the same way with Michael, where you feel kind of like puffed up and strong. Archangel Zadkiel helps you to realize your divine purpose, and this oil blend has more of a piney nature to it, where it's like a evergreen forest with lemongrass, and really just helps you to feel grounded, relaxed, and get more in touch with who you are and your essence. And then if you just have frankincense in your house, this is a really great tool for just putting on your third eye and the top of your head, sitting in meditation, and it just helps to raise your vibration all around. Frankincense is in a lot of my formulas, and so you're getting that anytime you use frankincense as well. And the last thing that I wanted to share with you is the sound, and how sound vibration can make a difference in your life. And this here is a singing bowl. This is a Tibetan singing bowl, and it's tuned to the heart chakra. And what that means is when you hear it, you'll feel this in your heart. And this sound is just one note on the scale. But when we hear music, it's going to a whole range of notes that can affect our bodies. So we'll feel the lower notes deeper, lower in our bodies, like in the legs and the feet. And the higher notes will resonate more in our upper. And you can also look at them like higher notes make you feel like happier, and the lower notes, if you listen to some music, it might, actually put you in more of a sad mood. So these sounds have a big effect on our bodies. And when you can find music that really resonates with you, like it just makes you feel joyful, it makes you feel good, it puts you in a mood. The words, the lyrics, they put you in a mood. And I'm going to share with you one of my songs that I wrote that's uplifting and in a moment, and that spoke to me at a time when I was going through hard times. And I just wrote this really positive song. Like I felt like I was singing it as to God and about God, and Yet later on, I discovered that this song applied so much to my current husband, and it really is amazing how when Spirit is talking and you're listening, that this magic can happen. So I'm going to share that with you in a minute, but I thought maybe I would give you a little, and maybe you can feel it through there. There are many different kinds of bowls. The crystal bowls are really beautiful. So if you have an opportunity to go to an event to listen to the crystal bowls or the gongs, it's really worthwhile. You can just feel your whole body resonate this frequency that's just very, very uplifting and powerful. And if you just hang in there for just a minute, I'm going to share with you my song, Watch Me Fly. And get your dancing shoes on, because this is the song you're going to want to get up and dance to so that you can start to feel those good vibrations running through your body. So get ready, and here it comes. I used to think love was a dream, and then you came to me out of the sky. I closed my eyes, and now I realize somehow you've taken me over. Somehow you've taken control of me. You lift me up to soar the sky on a pair of wings to fly me higher. I still recall my life before you. That's history now. No looking back, watch me fly. There was a time I wished my life was like a fairy tale. Now here you are, and now it seems it's not all make-believe. Somehow you've taken me over. Somehow you've taken control of me. You lift me up to soar the sky on a pair of wings to fly me higher. I still recall my life before you. That's history now. No looking back, watch me fly. And it's taken me time to see how beautiful life can be. As long as you're here with me, I'm sailing upon new wings. You lift me up to soar the sky on a pair of wings to fly me higher. I still recall my life before you. That's history now. No looking back. You lift me up to soar the sky on a pair of wings to fly me higher. I still recall my life before you. That's history now. No looking back. Watch me fly. No looking back. Watch me fly. No looking back. Watch me fly. Okay, so for today's episode of Inspiration Soup, we're going to be making curry mushroom barley. This soup has terrific ingredients for nourishing your body, giving you a hearty dose of protein, B vitamins, and the spices in here are all uplifting and they give your digestive system a little boost. So we're going to be turning on the heat and turning on the spark with our curried mushroom barley. So let's make some soup. Here I have a half a chopped onion, half a cup of chopped carrots, 2 cloves of garlic, 1 cup of quick cook barley, a whole 12-ounce container of chopped portobello mushroom caps, and our broth is going to be made with the vegetable base of the Better Than bouillon and water, and our spices are this wonderful blend of Malaysian ginger curry from the Spice and Tea Exchange and some lemongrass that you can get in a tube in the produce section. So we're going to start turning on the heat and have it at our medium flame to saute our vegetables as usual. A little olive oil, okay. Always starting with the onions. If you don't like onions, you don't have to add onions to your soup. Again, this is your soup the way you like it. Onions and garlic are your flavoring agents, so they do have health benefits, but if you have a problem digesting these vegetables, I recommend just using the powders, okay? And so once the oil is a little hot, I'm going to add the onion. You should hear it sizzle as soon as you put it in the pan if the oil is hot. I'm going to get that a little more to temp. There's the sizzle. So this is a quick cook soup as well. You should be able to have a nice pot done within 20-30 minutes. Another vegetarian style soup, still full of protein, great for warming you on a cold winter day, as it is here in the Northeast. I know a lot of people just got slammed with a lot of snow this past weekend and ice, and I was fortunate to be in a zone where we didn't get that. But if you're stuck indoors and you just have a couple of ingredients like the mushrooms, onions, carrots, you can make this happen like that. So we get that cooking a little bit. And then we toss our garlic. So I I know you just had a song and a little performance, and I just wanted to share with you, why it's not unusual for me to sing in the kitchen. I grew up in an Italian family, and it seemed like every time we got together to do dishes in the kitchen, we would always be singing and dancing around, and all the wild women in the kitchen would be sharing harmonies, singing our hearts out. My mom was a singer, and she had a professional career as well. So it's just something that warms my heart to do in the kitchen, and it's an uplifting way to cook. So feel free to sing today to keep your vibration going as you're cooking your soup. And I'm going to go ahead and add the broth. This is 6 cups of water. Okay, it's going to take a little while for that to come up to temperature. And so in the meantime, go ahead and put on whatever music feels good to you, and sing, dance around, whatever makes your heart sing. Or if you prefer to do this short meditation with me while we're waiting for our broth to come up to temp, I'd like to walk you through a short meditation to boost your vibration. And I'm going to take my celestite and hold on to that while we do this. So I'm raising my vibration as well. So let's just start by breathing, because the air is our vehicle for moving everything in our bodies, for nourishing our cells, for bringing the oxygen to the tissues, for detoxifying. It even speeds your metabolism when you can do some deep breathing. Oxygen is needed by all of our cells to prevent disease and to restore health. So let's start with some nice deep breaths in the nose and out the mouth, or out the nose as the yogis do. Focusing on your feet, whether you're sitting or standing. Sitting would be preferable, but just notice what it feels like to feel heavy, to feel like your feet are growing roots into the ground. Allow yourself to sink and relax and let go. Feel the earth support you and the breath nourish you. Imagine that you are being surrounded by a bubble of white light. Imagine that the white light is coming into the top of your head. Feel your shoulders drop and your hips relax. You might even want to do an om that will help you connect the earth to the heavens, because the O digs into the earth and the activates your third eye. So we do a om as deep as we can make it, squeezing the lips together at the end on the M. Om. 3 times. Om. Om. If you held the M, you should feel your whole body pulsing from the vibration of the sound. Your You're starting to raise your vibration. Now take a moment to go into your heart. And in your mind, imagine yourself walking down into your heart. And sitting there, when you get to the bottom of your heart and just looking around, what do you see? You see colors or memories? Do you see things that you're proud of? Things you love to do? Things you enjoy about life? Your children, your animals, nature? What's in your heart? Could just be a state of mind. Freedom. Acceptance. What's in your heart? Go deep. Sit there for a while and focus even on just one thought that makes you feel good. See it in your mind and visualize it with all detail. Repeat it to yourself if it's a mantra. Maybe it's, I love cooking. And then you see all of the things that you love to cook. And notice how when you have a positive thought, more positive thoughts like to come into your mind. They like to join it. It's like a snowball effect. I feel good when. Do you feel it? Do you feel the vibration in your body, like your body's pulsing? Feeling excited, warm, joyful? Remember this feeling. Remember it. So the next time you encounter an experience that doesn't feel like this, you know that that's not where you want to be. You know that where you want to be is in this positive place. And just keep this whole vibratory state going for as long as you can. And know that you can always return to it with these simple thoughts, wherever you are. If you're in the doctor's office waiting for hours, you could just sit there in meditation and have a little smile on your face. And maybe some of that joy will rub off on the person next to you. Make them feel halfway good about sitting there for a while. Just an idea. Could be on the bus or the train. Anywhere you need to do this. It's available 24/7. So stay in this space as long as you wish as we continue to make our soup. And just relax and enjoy. And if you decide you would like to get into receiving a message, it's as simple as this. I call on my higher self and I call on my higher power and angels guides to my highest good. Is there anything I need to know today for my own well-being? I'm listening. Sit there and take a message. See if it's something that will help you through the rest of your life or the rest of the day. Write it down if you need to remember. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and add our bouillon. Since we need 6 teaspoons and 3 teaspoons equals a tablespoon, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons into our broth. Okay, and then give that a stir. I'm also going to go ahead and add the spices. And we're going to do 2 teaspoons of this Malaysian ginger. And 1 tablespoon of the lemongrass. All right. So these wonderful spices, what's in this Malaysian ginger blend? We have cinnamon. What's in this Malaysian ginger blend? We have ginger and cardamom and cumin and coriander, celery, chili powder, cinnamon, cloves, fenugreek, turmeric, and black pepper. And like I said, these things are very grounding, and they're also very opening for your digestive system and also for your solar plexus. So it's going to give you a confidence boost as well, and this fiery energy inside that wakes you up. So it's very uplifting. Lemongrass is also known to be more of an antidepressant as an essential oil. So when you're using this paste as well, you're getting those oils in there. Smelling good. I'm also going to go ahead and add the mushrooms and the barley now. Again, we're at medium heat. Mushrooms, you can chop them however you like, if you like thicker cut or thin sliced. I tend to like mine on the thicker side. Gives it a little more substance. And then we're just going to let that cook for a while, 10 to 15 minutes. So that means that you get to maybe sit down and take another message or dance around some more, sing, whatever makes your heart soar. So after this soup cooks down, make sure to enjoy it, either by yourself or with someone else. And I want to thank you so much for watching. It's always a pleasure to share with you a little bit of inspiration and a little bit of soup. And just always remember, whatever we give to others, we need to give to ourselves. And always be nice to yourself.